Out of my way. I am Colonel Tobin of the Onderon Lord, I bring news of the Jedi. A place where you may feed. Telos, Master. There is an academy of Jedi on Telos. Perhaps hundreds of them. Enough to sustain you. And enough for you to free Onderon. Enough for you to free Onderon.
Well, that definitely does not bode well. This is the academy. This is what we remember from the first game. It's so pretty built up, but it's exactly as we remember, pretty much. Straight in front of us are the council chambers. To the left is the old spaceport. To the right, well, they're the meeting rooms. Well, not meeting rooms, they're like the guest rooms. Yeah, okay. It's definitely cool to be back. Well, I'm gonna just explore a little bit, see what's going on. Along this way, this is where... Oh yeah, this is where the Jedi... It's not, he didn't look like that. Force focusing visor? Interesting. But that's where the guy would tell you about hunting the beasts that hunt people in the Force, or like how to get them. Wisdom 4, Charisma 1. Ooh, that's really good. I'm not going to use it because I don't want to have the thing that covers your face. But apart from that, yeah, I'd use it. Right, along this way. This is where I think the Metalli guy was. When he was petitioning. There was also, I think, a person who played Pazak up here, if I remember right. Zabrak field armor. Okay, nothing special. Let's speak to the council. To the right, to the left is the council, to the right is the training room. Oh, there's Kreia, not letting us go alone. Or she's following us.
It has been some time. The years have not been kind to us both, it seems, but perhaps now they will see the truth at last.
It is not as it was.
But perhaps that is for the best.
We were wondering when you would arrive. This moment has taken some time to reach us, and I imagine you have many questions.
Or perhaps you've come for revenge.
Why did you cast me out of the Order?
We cast you out of the Order because you followed Revan to war. There was no other reason.
No, there was another. You had become different somehow, changed. The war had changed you.
You were no longer a Jedi, but we could not tell you why. Some explanations mean nothing unless the one who suffers comes to the answer on their own. What had happened to you was punishment enough, and the Jedi do not kill their prisoners.
And if you had stayed, you would have changed us, and that we could not allow.
What do you mean?
You already know the answer. You've noticed it in those who travel with you.
What are you talking about?
Have you noticed that when you act, others follow?
Those that travel with you.
There's something wrong here. A disturbance in the Force.
They follow you, without question, without hesitation.
Against their instincts, and sometimes against their sense.
It is because you are a leader, but that still fails to grasp the meaning of what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay. I'm a leader, a general no longer.
Perhaps not, but it is not that to which I am referring. Surely you are familiar with force bonds. It is the bond that develops between apprentice and master when one truly understands another. It is developed over time through understanding of each other. Yet you do it so easily, and we do not know why.
You make connections through the Force, and it resonates with those who travel with you. The resonance is even greater when they, too, are Force-sensitive.
Your actions affect others more than you know. You draw others to you, especially those strong in the Force.
When you suffer, their spirit echoes it. And when they are in pain, their pain becomes yours.
Okay. Well, how did this happen?
We do not know, but it is not the first time you felt the weight of so many lives.
And that is why the Mandalorian Wars echo within you still.
So all those deaths at Malachor?
We did not cut you off from the Force. You were merely deafened to it. Because of that last battle of the Mandalorian Wars.
The screams of countless thousands, Jedi and Mandalorians, crushed by the planet's gravity, annihilated.
Their lives still scream across the surface of that dead planet, and within you. To hear the Force over such pain, it is not possible. It was too much for any Jedi to endure, and it is a wonder that you did not die there when thousands perished, all those you had fought with and struggled with. You cut yourself off because you had to if you were to survive. You had hints of it in the war on Doxon. Malachor was simply the final blow.
You were deafened.
At last, you could hear.
You were broken.
You were whole.
You were blinded.
And at last, you saw.
When you returned to us, we saw what had happened. You carry all those deaths at Malachor within you. And it has left a hole, a hunger that cannot be filled.
In you, we saw a wound in the Force.
In you, we saw the end of the Force.
But, yeah, my connection to the Force is stronger than before.
Yes, you can feel the Force, but you cannot feel yourself. You are a cipher, forming bonds, leeching the life of others, siphoning their will and dominating them. It is the teaching of these new Sith to feed on others, on other Force sensitives. They are symptomatic of the wound in the Force. You are a breach that must be closed. You transmit your pain, your suffering through the Force. Within you we see something worse than merely the teachings of the Sith. What you carry may mean the death of the Force and the death of the Jedi.
But I am stronger than I ever was.
So you think. It is not the strength of a Jedi you feel.
He's right. It's all the death you've caused to get here. You feed on it, and you grow stronger. You're like Malachor. It's in you, it's what you are now. You must have noticed as you fought across all these planets, killing hundreds, only to become more and more powerful. Why do you think that was?
But what's worse is that bonding you have. It hasn't gone away. It's gotten stronger, and the more attachments you form, the more you draw others to you.
And that is why you are a threat to us all.
You know what the choice is. If you don't warn them, then the Republic will fall. All those countless lives, innocent lives.
Oh, the one.
Oh, wow.
What if other Jedi went to war as you did, suffered the same events, and emerged as you did? What if there was a crucible that trained such Jedi to consume and kill?
For you, Malachor was that crucible.
What's worse is these Sith that we face. I fear that they have learned the lesson of Malachor all too well. It is what allows them to prey on Force users, to become stronger when Force sensitives are near.
Somehow they have learned their hunger from you. And so you have brought about the end of the Jedi, and perhaps all the knowledge of the Force. But it is of no consequence. Your ability to make such connections, such bonds so easily are why you cannot remain.
What do you mean, cannot remain? Oh.
And so you wait, as a shadow.
Yes, we are alike that way, blinded one.
I would have thought you would walk with her amongst the Jedi, but that is not the way of the Sith, is it?
Do not speak to me of the ways of the Sith. You, of all of us, have no conception of what it means to be Sith.
You are a threat to living creatures and all who feel the Force.
You will lead the Sith here, and that we cannot allow.
Our judgment before remains. Exile. You must leave. And you must leave without your tie to the Force. It is a punishment reserved for only a few, and only when necessary. But we have the power to cut you off from the Force, and it must be done.
Forgive us, but it is necessary.
Wow. Okay, there's a lot that's been dropped on us. Can I just first say that I love that they have referenced XP in the story? You know, what do you think that was? You getting more powerful with each XP you get. Like, that's nice. You know what? I'm not going to accept this. I won't give up the Force. Stop this.
Do not be afraid. You shall feel no pain, but this must be done. As long as you feel the Force, you are a danger to those around you.
Enough! Step away from her.
What?
Step away! She has brought truth, and you condemn it. The arrogance. You will not harm her. You will not harm her ever again.
I thought you had died in the Mandalorian Wars.
Die? No. Became stronger. Yes.
Is this your new master, Exile? If so, then you follow Revan's path. Her teachings will cause you to fall as surely as he did.
She is difficult to see. She's like a shadow of the Exile. We sought to lure the Sith out, and now they have come to us.
How could you ever hope to know the threat you face when you have never walked in the dark places of the galaxy, faced war and death on such a scale? If you had traveled far enough, rather than waiting for the echo to reach you, perhaps you would have seen it for what it was. Did you not hear its call on Dantooine Vrook, on its scarred surface, and in the minds of the settlers? I have endured your corruption of my other students. You shall not have this one. And you, Kavar, so close to the call of Duxan, tell me, did you not feel what poured from the moon, what had taken place there? And Zezkael, to hide upon Nar Shaddaa, yet blind yourself to all that happens there. So close to understanding the Force, so close to giving it up. There is a place in the galaxy where the dark side of the Force runs strong. It is something of the Sith, but it was fueled by war. It corrupts all that walks on its surface, drowns them in the power of the dark side. It corrupts all life, and it feeds on death. Revan knew the power of such places, and the power in making them. They can be used to break the will of others, of Jedi, promising them power and turning them to the dark side. Did you never wonder how Revan corrupted so many of the Jedi, so much of the Republic, so quickly? The Mandalorian Wars were a series of massacres that masked another war, a war of conversion, culminating in a final atrocity that no Jedi could walk away from, save one. And that is what I sought to understand. How one could turn away from such power, give up the Force, and still live. But I see what happened now. It is because you were afraid. As you would pass judgment on her, I have come to pass judgment on you all. Do you wish to feel the teachings born of the Mandalorian Wars, of all tragedies that scream across the galaxy? Let me show you, you who have forever seen the galaxy through the Force. See it through the eyes of the Exile.
Oh, okay. Oh!
It is done. She is no more. Take me to Atris. She will have the strength to do what the Council cannot.
It's moving from...
What are we gonna do? If we don't stop her, then everyone, everywhere, they're gonna lose their lives.
If I lose her, it will be my failing. It is the failing of the Jedi who followed Revan. It is a failing of their teaching.
Soon your ship will come, my master. I will bring her before you, but I will not let you have her. Soon your ship shall come from that which made you.
I know you can hear me. I have always known. It is why I followed you. I have destroyed planets for you, General. But now, this once, if we could save something in this galaxy. I need to do this, or I will die inside, like I died at Malachor 5.
You've gained a new light side force power, Force Enlightenment. Well, the Jedi Council is dead. Kreia has killed them, and yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Atris will have the power to do what the Council will not. Us being cast aside by Kreia because she found our weakness in being afraid. Wow, are they actually dead? This master is dead, drained of life. His body is worse than lifeless. It's like an absence in the Force. The same for all of them? Same. And then Zeskael. Okay. What's also huge is that the Disciple has told everyone about, like, you know, the fact about what the Council effectively just told us. That we are the reason the Sith are, like, going across the galaxy wiping out worlds. And he's told our entire ship about it. What's this way? Also, we got confirmation that Kreia has trained Revan. Impossible. Interesting. I wonder how you open that then. But yeah, Kreia would kill Revan. Kreia took out Visas here. Huge stuff. I was just checking around the corner to see there's nothing else there. Alright, well, back to the ship then. Yeah, I guess we're off to Telos. Chase after her. Find out what exactly is happening. Now, I don't remember any of this part of the game at all, by the way. Like, from this point on, it might as well be blind. Like, I didn't remember that Kreia came in there, took off her hood, and murdered them. Like, none of that is something that I remember. I think I've only played this section once, so yeah. It's pretty much blind. Oh, what happened to him? What happened here?
She's gone. The handmaidens came for her. They know who she is now.
Where are they taking her?
They'll take her to Telos, and Atris will do what she'll do with anyone she thinks is a Sith.
But Kreia and I are linked if she dies.
Yeah, I know.
Then we're going to Telos. We have no choice.
That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Is something wrong? You look troubled. I can feel it.
Well, I fear I have been influencing you all without realizing it.
I do not understand what you mean.
Why are you following me?
I follow you, feel as I do, because it is my choice. I believe in what we are doing, what you are doing. I am here because I choose to be.
But how do you know?
I simply do. There is nothing I can show you as proof, except give you my word. Something happened within the Enclave. What is it?
Well, how are we going to describe it? Well, let's go with the top one. I learned that I form connections through the Force, and that is why others follow me to their death.
Then they do not understand you. That is the danger of being a Jedi. When one separates themselves from others, chooses to lead a life of isolation, denying what makes them a feeling being, it is easy to make such judgments. And such judgments, I believe, are made in ignorance. There is no danger in what you represent, other than your humanity. You change others, but I do not believe it is due to the Force. I believe it is because you are a natural leader, and because you feel connected to the people around you. Where they look at you and see the death of the Force, I look at you and see hope for all life. And that perhaps a life lived without the Force is not the punishment it is believed to be. I will understand if you feel you must go alone, but I ask that you do not. Instead, take strength from your connections to others. Do not forsake them, as you did in exile. There are others who need to know you. Telos needs you. The planet and all its people are in danger if we do not stop the Sith now. Then the Republic will fall. Admiral Seed, I have found the exile, and that which hunts the Jedi. The Sith will attack Telos. They believe many Jedi lie hidden on its surface. We are going there now to aid them. Mikal out.
Mikal? Who the hell's Mikal?
Who is there?
Who I am is not the question.
I am Atris, Jedi Master, the last historian of the Jedi, the last of the Jedi.
Those are titles, words you cling to as the darkness falls around you. It is not the first time we have met, Atris. I was here before.
With the exile?
Yes, I was here both times when the exile was brought before you.
Who are you?
I was the one who asked her to be exiled.
I did as you asked, so long ago. You seem familiar to me.
Atris, I have always been here.
You are that which has attacked the Jedi. You are Sith.
Sith is a title, yes, but like you, the title is not who I am. It is not what I believe. For you, it is different. Know that there was once a Darth Treya, and that she cast aside that role, was exiled, and found a new purpose. But there must always be a Darth Treya, one that holds the knowledge of betrayal, who has been betrayed in their heart, and will betray in turn. You have bathed in the knowledge of the Sith, but there is not enough truth in such teachings. But it will be a step for you. You have gathered Sith holocrons, Sith teachings from across the galaxy. It is why you have chosen servants who cannot feel the Force. And most importantly, they cannot feel what you have become.
I have sought to preserve the Jedi Order, and I have gathered all that I know of the Sith to this place, so I might find them and stop them.
I had wondered if any of these holocrons had survived Dantooine. You have taken relics from one destroyed planet to the devastation of another.
It was always intended for the Jedi to retreat to Telos should Dantooine be attacked, taking all their lore with them. We could not allow the tragedy at Ossus to happen again.
Such an act marked Telos for destruction. It is why the Sith came here, though the fleet commanders did not know why. It is why Revan ordered its destruction to mark the beginning of the Jedi's civil war. It was a message that there would be no place for the Jedi to retreat, to hide. I would not be surprised if Revan left other gifts beneath the surface of the planet. Much can be buried beneath graveyards that will never be found.
When the Sith attacked, I felt Telos die. Turbo lasers fell like lightning upon the landscape, as they did on Dantooine, and so many died. So many voices, screaming in pain.
Yes, such acts leave their mark on the galaxy. Their cries travel far, though few can hear them.
How did it happen?
Search your heart. It was never battle that called to you, never battle that caused you to fall. Malachor 5 has touched many things, and it casts its echoes still.
Why did she betray me?
You betrayed yourself. Do not blame the exile. And unlike you and I, there is still a chance that one may be saved, the one that you cast out.
Where is the exile? I had thought...
Oh, she will come, but it will be too late to save either of us. It is such a quiet thing to fall, but far more terrible is to admit it. Your mistress awaits. She has much to share with you.
Well, we're back on Telos. Back in the academy. Let's go find out what Atris, has to tell us. Like, find out how she can save us, I guess. Let me just, in case we have to fight, switch that over. There's nothing here. There's nobody here. There's no handmaidens here at all. No one in this room. Oh, there's a cylinder I never opened. Oh, nice. Definitely useful. Right. Through here. I'm gonna see if anyone's in the training room. Nobody's in the training room. Okay. Well. Carry along up here. Where does this one go? That one goes to the surface, right? Yeah. So this must be the way to Atris. The little save. Right. Ooh. The room is open behind her. Oh, it's obviously an invitation. Or a trap.
She said you would come here to this place. If you think you can defeat me here, you are wrong. All this collected knowledge, all these teachings of combat and the Force, they're mine to command. And if I must use it to end you, I will. Surrender. You need not die.
Well. Let's see how we're going to go for it. I will not fight you. Surrender, and I will spare you.
Surrender? To you? Never. Let us end this.
Oh, that's it. Alright. So she's a lightsaber user, so we can actually switch to our lightsaber single form. Right. Speed. And go. We should also, while I'm here, just very quickly, not use that, but use our... I don't need the Mandalorian Power Shield. Replace the Mandalorian Power Shield with an Arcanian Energy Shield. Right. Use the Arcanian Energy Shield. Right. So give myself speed in the Energy Shield. Valor next. Then we're going to give ourselves... Also just to get that into the line. I don't know what Force Enlightenment is. I probably should have learned what that was. What does it do? Force Enlightenment as a power. It's in here somewhere. It's one of these. That's precognition. There's still some we haven't learned in this list. This power allows Jedi to use the light side of the Force to enhance the Jedi's powers. The best of the Jedi's speed, armor, and valor powers are instantly activated too. Oh. I should have cast that first. Okay. Well, useful to know. So basically I cast that and then battle meditation and I'm good. Yeah, okay. Should have done that. Don't use this one. Use this one. Right, kill her. Oh! Almost one hit. She's down.
Kill me. End this.
Well, I will not kill a helpless opponent, Atris.
I did not expect mercy from you. Here, at the end. After all that has happened between us.
I need answers and I need them now.
Of course. There is still something you need from me.
What happened to you?
This knowledge of the Sith and the Jedi is what I am. It is my attempt to hold on to the past, to try and protect the future.
And is that why you gathered these Sith relics?
I sought to preserve the knowledge of the Jedi, and to do that I needed to know the Sith, in order to stop them. Once I was a historian, the chronicler of the Jedi, and when both wars passed me by, I was determined that I would not forsake battle again. In some part of me, I knew I had made choices, compromises, but always for the sake of the Republic, of the galaxy. To do what you had done, at times, did not seem so wrong.
Well, everything that occurred at Malachor, everything that occurred in the war, was because there was no other choice.
To fight such a threat, sometimes one's choices seem narrower than they are, until it seems there is no solid foundation on which to stand. I feel that I understand what drove you to battle, to fight the Mandalorians. It was something you could not turn away from.
Can you tell me where the Sith are striking from?
You always knew where they were striking from. You always knew. These Sith are spawned of you. Spawned by the Mandalorian Wars. All those deaths. All those Jedi. Their power is to feed on life, until nothing is left except a hollow galaxy, echoing with the screams of the Jedi lost to us.
Is that where Kreia has gone?
Yes. I had thought she was awaiting me at that place, but I see now that she lied. It was not meant for me, but for you. She has gone there. She is waiting for you to travel to Malachor 5, to finish what you started.
What I started?
Yes. You are an echo in the Force. A hollow space where it has been wounded. It takes a great act of destruction to create such emptiness. But it can be done. It creates places where the Force is difficult to hear, and difficult to find one's way. And you carry it with you, always.
What does this have to do with Kreia?
Now she seeks to create another echo, a wound in the Force, greater than the one before, greater than the one you caused. It will deafen all touched by the Force until no life is left. You were strong enough to withstand it once, but few have your strength in such matters, especially if they are unprepared.
Why would she do that?
I do not know, but she needs you there. If you choose not to follow, she will murder herself at the heart of Malachor, and you will die along with her.
If Kreia is Sith, and she is strong with the Force, or Kreia is Sith, and she is strong with the Force, she would not forsake it or threaten it. I was just say why.
You're important to her somehow, but I... But I do not know for certain.
If you know, tell me.
She is willing to sacrifice herself at the heart of that graveyard world for you. A choice others have made in the past. A choice I wish to make. It is because I care for you, and I suspect that you alone hold that place in her heart where nothing else lives. And that is why you are the only one who can stop the destruction to come.
Okay, but if she is Sith, why would she do such a thing?
She seeks the death of all Jedi, all Sith, and the death of the Force. It is madness. It is impossible. But she believes you are the key.
The death of the Force?
There are places in the galaxy dead to the Force where nothing lives, where the echoes travel forever and do not reach their destination. And these places may be created, even from the simplest of events, the slightest of motions. One person, at the right place, at the right time, can change the face of the galaxy, or end it.
But why would I matter?
You're important to her somehow, but I... But I do not know for certain.
We've already done if you know, tell me.
She is willing...
Yes, we've done that. We've done that. This matter is finished.
And what will you do with me now? Abandon me here on this dead world, or end my life as I wish to end yours?
Well, we're not going to go for the first one. You can answer for your crimes before the council. There isn't a council, but okay. You must return to your prison, leave the battles to those who have the strength to fight them. I don't know. You will answer for your crimes before the council, and you shall return to your prison. Actually, you know what? No. We're gonna judge her. You will return to your prison, Atris, and leave the battles to those who have the strength to fight them.
I shall remain here then. If Telos dies, our fate shall be tied. Leave now, while you can. Save Telos. Save the galaxy. Save yourself.
I think I can translate the holocrons. Save the cheerleader. Save the world. I think that's what they're saying.
No, I could not bring myself to tell her. It would have changed nothing. And because I was afraid. You know what lies at the heart of Malachor 5. I had thought it was in the past, yet it has become the future. And all that has happened there will happen again. And that is why I cannot bear it. Because it is Malachor 5. And because she was lost there once. And I fear she will be lost again. I do not understand why the Sith permit such teachings to exist. They cause only echoes, wounds in the Force. A beacon? For who?
Where to now?